on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And into the end zone, a scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
At the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brought down at the 20.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
44, Mike, 44. You ain't going nowhere.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Lions nothing. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Agnew on the return. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it first and 10 at their own 22. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
11 on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on that.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On On second down, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Complete to T.J.
It's funny, partner. You often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hockenson, he was the number 8 overall pick in 2019. And had
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Adrian Peterson was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Lions nothing.
Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Mike 42. Mike 42.
From the gun, it's again to Peterson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Pick your game up. It's a safety creep.
They give it to Peterson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Tackle made at the 9.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now a give to Peterson running left. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Jared Davis.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Jaguars on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They toss it left side to Peterson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Lions, 1st down.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll run with Bawden. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a 1st down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Lions.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Swift. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Jaguars 10, Lions 7. Matt Prater to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, when the Jaguars want to throw the football, they often look to D.D. Westbrook, who just completed that play there. 101 targets, 66 catches for both 2018 and 2019.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Caught here by Conley. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. A 10th carry now for Peterson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson now. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tyler Eifert as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Jaguars 17, Lions 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
The quarterback sacked. Fumbled on the play. Recovered by the defense.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. Fights loose. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Now a handoff. Johnson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44, Stafford. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And sometimes change can be good, and Chris Conley with a nice catch there is showing us exactly how. First 4 seasons in Kansas City, kind of buried on the depth chart there. First year in Jacksonville last year, career highs in yardage with 775, and added 5 touchdowns to that list as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again, Jackson. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Complete to
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that last completion is certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. To throw again is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flagged for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially when we get deeper in the game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
7-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Brings up.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
The score, Jaguars 20, Lions 14. Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far, and 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again. Jackson. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. His big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
8-yard loss.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Stafford now to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And a sack there by Josh Allen, and sometimes we have to draw the distinction. Is it the Buffalo quarterback, or is it the Jacksonville sack artist, as we just saw there? Former first-round pick, huge impact in his rookie year in 2019, 10.5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, here's Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lambo on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Good. Makes the score Jaguars 27, Lions 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Lions, first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Again, it's Stafford. Throw him deep for Galladay. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. operating from the gun. Stafford. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stafford. And no, it's incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Here's Jackson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Every now and then, you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it, but when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let them have that opportunity.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
By the Lions.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
Stafford's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard.
A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage, everyone matches up and send more pressure, but you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
They run, it's Johnson. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Looking downfield for Jones, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, no surprise there that he got the ball. When you've got 2 touchdowns already, you're probably demanding it in your own huddle. And you can bet this defense, though, is going to be keyed in on him at this point. And they did a nice job stopping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Galladay, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. Forced out to his left. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll try and wind down some clock with Peterson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, Peterson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jaguars, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup.